The Fadzai Madzimbamuto Tomasic Foundation is here and taking the kids of Bulawayo by storm. The foundation, a brainchild of former tennis ace Fadzai Madzimbamuto, currently focuses on tennis and soccer, and recently Madzimbamuto made a worthwhile donation of tennis equipment to the children of Umtombo Wesizwe School in Entumbane. Foundation administrator is Harry Kapenya, and he gave us a brief detail of the purpose of the foundation.
My duties are to coordinate and to facilitate all the sporting activities within the foundation. My day looks like this. I normally liaise with headmasters, since this project entirely involves schools and school-going children. So I liaise with headmasters who are in charge of these schools. I also have to oversee that the coaches who are within the schools that are participating in our sporting activities attend their duties, and also help to identify some challenges that may arise in their delivering their duties.
The young boys may be starting on dusty pitches, but clearly this is the path to greener pastures. All they need is encouragement. The talent and enthusiasm are all there, but facilities and equipment are just basic. Yet when you consider that the foundation has been able to attract former national team defender Desi Kapenya as their soccer coach, the seriousness to motivate the boys becomes more visible.
Precisely, I could say the idea of this project is to give these youngsters a chance where they can showcase their skills. We as coaches developing their skills so that they can maybe play soccer at a higher level than the level they are playing it right now. The challenges that we meet, as you can see, we don't have enough equipment. There are fewer balls. Like we have got today, we had 34 guys and we had only two balls, of which when we talk in terms of development, is not good for development. We should be having maybe 2 balls or a ball per player.
Kapenya provides his services on voluntary terms, and he believes that this is his way of paying back to a community that molded him into the star that shone in both the Premier League and national team defenses. Football is a team sport, and on the dusty pitches of Bulawayo's high-density suburbs, all you need are the players and a ball to get things going. The rest is improvised, and perhaps this is what has molded the African player into a never-say-die athlete, forever determined to prove their ability despite the setback of poor facilities. It is the foundation's dream that one day they can acquire facilities that can enable transformation of the young players into more professional footballers.
We appeal for equipment. I mean, the equipment that we use. We appeal for the equipment for the boys. I mean, for boosts when they train, so that they get used to the boosts when they are playing. You know, it's hard when you play with barefoot. Then when you've got boosts, it becomes more difficult for the players to adjust to that kind of situation.
In tennis, the requirements of each player is in sharp contrast with that of the footballer. In addition to the basic tennis shoes and preferably socks, the tennis player also needs a racket, and there is also the balls and net to bring into account. The courts, unlike the soccer pitches, are a definite clay and can hardly be improvised. It is therefore a generally more expensive sport for an individual than soccer, and as a result it was with great joy that Umtombo Wesizwe pupils embraced the donation of Fadzai Madzimbamuto Tomasic Foundation.
In our communities, especially here in the high-density suburbs, we've got a problem because of funding. Most of our communities, the parents and the guardians, they don't work anymore, so they don't have the funds to actually contribute towards the school sporting projects. we need people like Fadzai who have brought in the equipment and the uniforms and all those sort of things which are needed for kids to use in tennis sport. And with that, you can actually see now we're having a lot of interest because we've got the equipment is there, and with people like here coming in, we'll have more people, kids interested in sport, in tennis.
Fadzai Madzimba Mutotomasic, now based in Switzerland, donated amongst other things tennis balls, rackets, skipping ropes, t-shirts, wristbands that is expected to boost the morale of the young players of this generally marginalized side of the community. And the excitement within the recipients spoke for itself, as some of the players were at almost loss of words in expressing their gratitude.
And last, but I don't have many words to say, but I'd only like to thank you, Fadzai Madzimba. I get confused with the surname, but I'd like to thank you.
I want to thank Fadzai Madzimba for the rackets and balls.
The high-density suburbs are a predominantly soccer terrain, and it is generally difficult to motivate children into any other sport like tennis. Worse still, it's rare to find a member of the community ready to inject assistance in the development of what has now come to be known as minority sports like tennis. The Madzimba Mutotomasic Foundation, in particular Fadzai, must be commended for her sterling work. Whereas a lot still has to be done, it is the groundwork that has been covered that gives so much optimism for the youth of both eMakhandeni and eNtumbane. And whereas they have started with just tennis and soccer, there is a wider scope to bring in other sports depending on progress made on the Pioneer program.
For now, I think are suitable enough to start with soccer and tennis. But we hope that in the near future, there are some areas that we would want to explore and of course give this opportunity to other young people out there who may not necessarily be gifted in the field of soccer and tennis, but we want to give them an opportunity to realize their full potential in whatever sporting discipline they are talented in.
The teachers are also grateful for the donation that Madzimba Mutotomasic Foundation has made to the school.
There are people who have inspired us, like the Fadzai. She really gave us, courage, and we really saw something in her. We could see that tennis can take someone to greater heights.
In soccer, the professional coach also works hand in hand with the school teachers, and that way the school is able to remain abreast with current methods of preparing the boys.
They are helping us a lot in that they are exposing our boys to the necessary conditions for the development of the talents they have.
So the Fadzai Madzimba Mutotomasic Foundation has sown further seed into the community, and those that are benefiting have spoken. As it grows from strength to strength, the Bulawayo community in the high-density suburbs of eMakhandeni and eNtumbane once again I thank Fadzai Madzimba Mutotomasic Foundation and all her well-wishers for everything they have done. In return, the promise is to excel in sport and become responsible role models in our society that always have their community and youth at heart. The future is here.